They don't carry food.
The only thing that will shock me is if they come and just take one person.
After the housemates one-on-one housemates acting as big brother direct session, the housemates decided to go continue with preparing for their wager. So while some were trying to video film their wager, others were in the kitchen trying to cook up something, like Wanni, Handy were in the kitchen trying to make something for the house, and Nelly, Tofa, Anita, we are trying to eat, have their first meal of the day. And in fact, Nelly was even asking Suj to come eat, but Suj was still, with the filming department with Onyeka and Sean, where they are trying to come into a stage with their wager preparation. Before you know it, Big Brother asked the housemates to freeze, and then came in the ninjas. So the ninjas came in, went straight to the kitchen, carried their food. No, not just the food. So they started with TJ's Gary. TJ was actually holding a Gary. They collected it, collected their food. Even the ones on fire, they took out the pots, the hot pots from the fire, had to come back again to switch off the gas. Went upstairs to where Ozzy was, who was upstairs, check if there was anything around, checked the Ozzy's plates of cereals, but it happened that was almost done. So they left that for him. Came downstairs again, carried their blender, turned off the gas, went to where Anita and Nelly were eating, carried the food, carried the food they were eating. Like basically they took anything edible at the moment out of the house, took some of their props as well, some of the things they were using to prepare for their task, took that out as well. And bear in mind that at that point the housemates were still freezing though, so you can't even react, you can't even do anything. They were all moping. But when they took out the pots from the gas, like I was like, what's going on, Biggie? And Wanni and Handy were even murmuring like, what's happening? Don't you want them to eat again? They checked that, went upstairs, checked everywhere to be sure nothing edible at the moment was present before they now left the house. Nelly said she's just feeling for Suj, who haven't had anything since morning, that she was even begging Suj, oh, come and eat, and he said let him just try and fix one or two with the wager. And Tofa said this is one of the days he regrets not eating earlier enough, because they're just having their first meal of the day. And Anita was like, even if Suj came to eat with us, maybe it's the food we are eating that they still carried. It couldn't have even make any much difference. And then KELLYRAE said that the only thing that will surprise him in this house is if ninjas come in and take someone out as an eviction method. That aside that, nothing else surprises him. He wake up in the morning, he's ready for whatever Big Brother will bring. That in fact, when he saw the ninjas coming in, he just made up of his mind. He was even laughing because he knows that they can do whatever, And Anita, Nelly, and Tofa were like, is it about the wager preparation? Is it that Big Brother want them not to do any other thing than to just film and concentrate on the wager? But they were like, it's not it. If it's the wager now, the other guys were still trying to fix something, and still the ninjas went there to take one or two from them that they don't think is the wager. And now Kassia said these things the ninjas are doing are not even new to her, that she dreamt about it. In her dream, the ninjas came towards her, they were trying to take her out, That's when she woke up yesterday, she even told Victoria about it, that she dreamt where the ninjas came in and were grabbing housemates, taking them out. They were trying to grab her as well. That the ninjas in her dream actually looked scary. And Victoria said honestly that she's just glad that she ate, that she was just done with her food. She just finished washing her plate before the ninjas came in and started doing all these things. Imagine if she has not eaten. And TJ is like, why did they even have to take his Gary? That when they collected the Gary from him, he was like, Gary care. What do you people want to do with his Gary? Because he had just added Gary in his plate with sugar and milk, waiting to add water and all that. And TJ said another thing, that he's beginning to see this thing as a punishment. But well, Let the punishments continue. That should be very soon the show will come to an end. That he's beginning to see it as a military zone. That was even one of the reasons why when he woke up he decided to wear khaki. And in fact, he woke up this morning ready for the ninjas, only for them not to come like they did yesterday, only for them to come by this time and disrupt things. That in fact here is beginning to look like a boot camp. And Victoria and Kassia were like, not really punishment. They're not seeing it as punishment. Victoria said maybe Big Brother is seeing them. They're not doing anything. The house is just dull and quiet. So Biggie wants to spice up things on his own. And TJ said, with this thing happening, that people that have high blood pressure can actually develop stroke from it. I guess he's going to the medical angle of it. And Victoria said, yes, so that do you know that that's whole weird sound thing, the chesty cough, that for any time a sound comes up, she's beginning to get scared, like she has developed anxiety and PTSD for that sound that Big Brother wake them up with. That in fact, this morning, she noticed that she couldn't get enough sleep. At some point, she was turning, being disturbed. She couldn't even sleep very well, unlike her before. Well, KELLYRAE was still saying nothing is new to him again when Kassia turned to him and told him that, is he aware that they've taken the blender? That he was busy securing bananas, saying, oh, it's for smoothie, it's for smoothie. That being that they've taken the bananas, how are they going to blend? In fact, those in the kitchen departments are saying, how are they going to blend? Should they now cut things like pepper and other stuff? How are they going to cope? Well, only Biggie knows what he has in stock for them and what he wants to achieve with the ninjas coming into the house. Until they said honestly that if not that grown-ups, that this thing the ninjas are doing is very scary, especially with the ninja that was bouncing and walking in a very masculine way. At times it could be scary though. For Wanni and Handy, they say they're not cooking again. They're even tired of trying to cook up something. What if they decide to cook again and the ninjas will come in and do something like this? Let them just have their pap and continue with the day. Even Anita and Tofa settled for custard as well. Well, only Biggie can tell what he wants in his house. It's his house, his rules, his everything. So that's it.
Everybody was running in front of that thing. That one just got me like